Hey folks, Crazy Collaborator here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 3 in our 20 from 1993 series, and this is a weapons-based fighting game, one of the earlier examples. It's not the first, but it might be the first good one. This is the first in a long series of games, mostly created for the NEO GEO arcade system, and this is Samurai Shodown, created by SNK. And you will use all 4 of those buttons, A, B, C, and D. And A and B are your slash buttons. And if you press A and B together, then they have the strongest slash attack. A is a weak slash, B is a medium slash, and both together are a strong slash attack. And I remember this being at all the arcades. This was very, very popular, and more so than being an early weapons fighting game. What really draws me to this is the feel of the feudal Japan era, or whatever it is, whatever era it is, close to it anyways. I was really impressed by the feel of this game. It's wonderful. I mean, I was not around during the feudal Japan era, but the look of this certainly seems to be what it would be like to be in feudal Japan. The sound effects, the music, just the look of it in general, just wonderful. You can select from one of 8 different fighters, and almost all of them have a weapon of some sort. Or have a bladed weapon of some sort. But yeah, here this mentions that not only can you press A and B buttons together for the strongest slash attack, but the C and D buttons are for a kick attack or a punch attack. And and you will use them especially when you get your weapon knocked out of your hands, and you can enter kind of a weapons clash mode if you both attack at the same time with the same type of attack. Then your weapons might clash together, and then you have to button mash versus the opponent to try to knock their weapon out, or to keep from getting your weapon knocked out of your hand. And one of the most popular characters to use is the Kabuki warrior, and his name is Kyoshiro. And I'm going to play as him, and he does have a nice long weapon and a ton of moves. Now at the bottom of the screen you will see POW meters. When a player takes damage or absorbs a little bit of damage from blocking an attack, that meter will fill up, and when it is full, they will enter rage mode and be stronger for about 8 seconds. All their attacks will be stronger. Sometimes a character will run by in the background and throw things into the battle, and they can be food items that can restore energy, or they can be bonus items that can give you more points, or they can be bombs that can hurt a character that touches the explosion. Genon here can use a poison attack. To throw an opponent when you're close to them, I think you push towards and the B button. Yeah, I saw this at all the arcades. This is truly quite cool. Certainly not the best game in the series. The second entry is definitely one of the better ones. Man, we can get into that one of these days. But yeah, this was not the first weapons-based fighting game. But yeah, it might have been the first good one. Yeah, I love that there's it's all Japanese spoken dialogue. and you get captioning to tell you what they're saying. And yeah, you will have to play a mirror match against yourself. Yeah, this is a good character to choose, Kyoshiro, the Kabuki warrior. Learn all the different moves to make, and learn when to make them. This can be a deceptively tough game. Combos are not really a focus on in this game. It's not something you should really work on. Just mastery of all the moves, knowing when is a good time to do them, knowing how to take out jumping enemies. Now, if you just use the weak attack button, you're not going to cause much damage. So you need to. So if you want to cause damage, use the two slash buttons together, and you can take out massive damage on your opponent with one swipe. You can cut through them twice and really drain their life bar, and that's what you want to strive for, is those deep slices. A number of the characters in this game are in nearly all of the Samurai Shodown entries or games in the series. I may not have mentioned that yet, but this game is also known as Samurai Spirits, and I believe that is its Japanese title. I think most everywhere this game is known as Samurai Shodown. The first weapons-based fighting game might have been Landia, which is a really bad game. It's a successor to Gladiator by Taito and Illumor. Another early weapons-based fighting game was what was it called? Shogun Warriors. It was okay, but this is miles better than either of those games. And here is a character from France, Charlotte. She's a fencer. Yeah, there are characters not just from Japan. You see a lot of samurai and ninjas in this game as the playable characters. There are also characters from America, and America was not a country at the time of feudal Japan. So whatever country owned the later American territories. As you get further in the game, the opponent is gonna beat you to the throw just about every single time, it seems. But yeah, there will be opportunities to win a weapon clash, and that happens if you both use the same attack at the same time, I believe. And you just have to out-button mash your opponent in order to not get your weapon knocked out of your hands. Here's that weapon clash. And if you do get your weapon knocked out of your hands, it's not over. In fact, you can go back and pick your weapon up. You stand over it and you press the A button, and you will pick it up. And that's what I did here. So again, just to reiterate, A is weak slash, B is medium slash. And there's a bomb. And A and B together are the strong slash. And then C C is a weak kick. It's either a kick or a punch. And then D is the medium. Whoops. Dang it, Panda can't stop that. I really need to upgrade from it one of these days. D is the medium kick or punch, one of the two. And then both together are the strongest such attack. And if you get your weapon knocked out of your hand, you are going to have to rely on... Actually, yeah, B is the kick, and then when you don't have a weapon in your hand... Or no, C and D are the kick. When you don't have a weapon in your hand, A and B are the punch, I believe. Here's the first bonus stage, and all the bonus stages have straw dummies pop up. Those arrows that you see before you start just indicate where they're going to pop up from, in general. But you need to use your medium or strong attacks to destroy or to cut the straw dummies in half. And you have X amount required to cut. And you will see a counter showing how many you got left. And you need to do them within the time allowed. And if you do, then you get a bonus for time remaining, and a nice big bonus for completing the bonus stage. And there are 3 bonus stages in all, and they all involve straw dummies, and you needing to cut them. Later they pop down from the ceiling. But yeah, I would recommend Kyoshiro. This is Wan Fu. He's got a big, is that like a wushu type of sword? The final boss of this game is known as Shiro Tokisada Amakusa, or just Amakusa. He was killed in 1638 for his part in the Shimadara Rebellion, and he made a deal with the dark god Ambrosia, which doesn't sound like a very evil name, to return in 1787. And he uses what's called the Palenque Stone to bring Ambrosia to our world. And all the characters want to prevent that from happening. So he is the final boss, Amakusa. Yeah, I was blown away by the beautiful graphics, sound effects, just the general feel for what the Japanese feudal era, or whatever era this is supposed to be, set in, what it would feel like. Something I didn't mention is that you can dash forward or backwards by tapping the joystick twice, forward or backwards. Yeah, if you know that there's going to be somebody running by in the background throwing bombs, try to goad the opponent into walking into it, and you can get them to take some damage without you having to lay a finger on them. There is noticeable gore in this game. Not heavy like Mortal Kombat or something, but there will be times when you will see definitely a spray of blood when you cut through the opponent. And we will see on occasion glimpses of Amakusa well before you fight him as the final boss. If you use a deep slash to cut the opponent twice with one hack as the final blow to drain all their life, you might see some serious arterial spray like in classic samurai movies. here is the American ninja, or whatever country owned American territories at the time. Galford. There will be some characters that have animals that help them, and Galford is one of them. He has his pet husky named Poppy, and it is a she, and she ends up having puppies in this game's series. There are sometimes cool objects that you can cut with your slash attacks, like a barrel full of apples, or there might be trees in the woods or something, and you'll slice them in half. And the characters that have pets can sick them on you. I lost one fight. Yeah, the characters that have pets. There's Nakoruru, who has like a falcon or something, and Galford has his dog. And there is also some characters that can crawl forward and backward by holding down forward or down backwards. And Kyoshiro is one of those. Some characters can also wall jump, which is jumping back towards the wall and then jumping away from it and springing off of the wall. Hanzo, Galford, Earthquake, and Nakoruru can do that. Tied it up. The characters are Haomaru, who is kind of he's kind of the mascot of the series, I believe. He's a crazy-haired samurai. Nakoruru is a young girl that lives in it's called, I think, Ainu territory, and she's sort of like a Native American Indian who's one with the land. Hanzo is a ninja, and he's based on, I guess, the famous ninja Hanzo Hattori. Galford is right here. It's like American ninja, whatever territory it is at the time. And Kyoshiro is the Kabuki warrior. Oh, arterial spray. Oh, poor doggy. Her master got killed. He gets resurrected he appears in all the other Samurai Shodown games, or almost all of them. And it looks like he got his body carried away, but what other characters are there? There's Ukyo. It's not a woman. It sounds like a woman's name, but it's a guy. He's a samurai. Charlotte is a fencer from France. Genon is creepy green-skinned guy. Earthquake is a big fat assassin from Texas. Wanfu, big guy with big sword. Jubei is a one-eyed samurai. He's got a patch. And this is Tam Tam, and he's like a Incan Mexican. Wears a big mask. The word Ippon means point, and let's see, what else does he say? Ippon-mei means round 1. Nippon or Nihon-mei means round 2. And Iza Jinjo ni Shobu means let's have a fair fight. And you'll hear the referee, whose name is Roko. He's clad in black and he runs around in the background. He apparently, I guess, can resurrect characters that died in battle. He's got various special powers. And I think he's playable in later games in the series. I do not have the first one for my arcade cabinet, my NEO GEO MVS, but I believe I have the second game, Samurai Shodown 2, and that I may have mentioned is one of the most popular games in the series. It is really awesome. There we see Amakusa again. Okay, there's another bonus stage, and like I was saying, they will eventually pop down from the ceiling. Man, there's one there. But yeah, you need to use the strong weapon attack to be able to cut these. And if you're too close, you won't be able to cut them. Yeah, you won't get any bonus if you ran out of time and you didn't cut the required criteria of straw dummies. And there is Haomaru. And like I said, he's kind of the mascot of the series. He's a crazy-haired samurai. Yeah, the settings, the background settings are also really awesome in this game. Sometimes it seems like the enemy has like sort of a predictable pattern for a while, but eventually they'll either smarten up or it was all just a ploy to draw you in, and then they start letting you have it. His hurricane attack is very powerful, and it can often go right through your attacks. Yeah, he baited me in to do that to me. Well, I won a throw attack against a later enemy. It doesn't seem to usually happen. And there I put him in rage mode, and it'll continue into the next fight. But it only lasts like a total of 8 seconds during the battle. But it does it increases your strength, your attack strength. Hope you're having a good week. Sorry I'm eating a chicken nugget in your ear. I get home from work a little after midnight. And chicken nuggets just sound really good. I'm gonna have a nice long weekend coming up, 5 days in a row off. So I might be able to make it through my 20 from 1993 series and finish it off. We'll see what happens. Gonna have some more NEO GEO entries in my 1994 series. One of them might make it all the way to number 1. he got a deep slash in, and it took all my energy off. That sucked. And I apparently died. They're carrying off my body. As you elect to continue, or as you put in your initials, you get to see a move that they tell you about that your character can make. I elected not to continue right here, but I will show you at least snippets of the remaining fighters that Joshiro will go against. Yeah, I like the story part here. This is so cool. And the cherry blossom leaves falling. And Haomaru slicing through those lanterns. So darn cool. Yeah, the feel of feudal era Japan, or whatever era it's supposed to be, was so well captured. I mean, it just stunned all the gamers at the time. And here we will see me face Jubei Yagyu. And here is where your slices might be able to take out a background bamboo tree. That is just so darn cool. Yeah, Jubei's rushing in to do his multi-attack, and I'm not doing very good at blocking it. I put on, this time around, I put on an infinite energy cheat, just so I could try to get through the game quickly. And I will not do a full playthrough the rest of the way. I got some energy back, even though I can't lose energy because of the cheat. The bonuses that you can get at the end of a match, or at the end of a fight, will just, I wanted to show the moves of each character, as many as I could show. One of the bonuses you can get is like hit percentage. How many of your hits landed. What percentage of your hits landed. And there is Nakamura and her pet falcon. And she can sick her falcon on you. Nakamura is definitely one of the best known characters in this series. And later on, her sister, Rimururu, I'm not making these names up, folks. She is one of the characters later on in the series. In the series, Galford has a romantic interest in Nakoruru, but it's pretty much unrequited. She's not really that interested in him. Ouch. You know, for being such a peace-loving, seemingly girl, she has some nasty attacks. And now we're gonna face the big fat earthquake. It's got a chain or a ball and sickle. Chain sickle. Doesn't have a ball. There's another weapon clash. There's a name for it, and I forget what it is. But yeah, you try to button mash your opponent in order to keep from getting your weapon knocked out of your hand. But again, you can really quickly retrieve it. You just stand over it and press A, I believe. Earthquake has a gross grab attack in which it looks like he pushes your face right in his butt and he farts on you. That's definitely what it looks like to me. Yeah, right there. Maybe that's not what it's supposed to be, but it certainly looks like it. They might still be making games for the Samurai Shodown series. I think there were a couple, or maybe there was one Nintendo 64 game that was in 3D. I don't remember for sure. I remember seeing that there was a Sega CD release of this, and I'd heard that it was actually not too bad, although they took Earthquake out of the lineup. And here is Hanzo. Again, he's based on an actual ninja called Hanzo Hattori. I just wanted to show all the moves, or as many as I could get them to make from each character. Even though it shows like the computer character collecting points from bonus objects thrown into the battle, they don't actually get points. Yeah, very damaging throw by Hanzo there. I don't know what he says there. I remember there being a pretty good game for the NES called Kabuki Quantum Fighter. I had that a long time ago. It's pretty good from what I remember. And here is Ukyo, and again, Ukyo, I could have sworn that's a woman's name. Maybe it is. But he has an interesting way of looking away from you until the last minute when he attacks. He has a very cool attack where he throws an apple and slashes at it and you a billion times, and you see the apple break in half on the ground. Very cool. I guess in the Samurai Shodown or Samurai Spirits timeline, Ukyo dies of some sickness, which will break the hearts of all the young Japanese women that are fawning all over them. You'll see you'll see times in this game where young Japanese women are just cheering him because they think he's such a hunk. And here's another bonus stage with more straw dummies popping down from the ceiling. I'm just not very good at this. But yeah, you just have to that was very bad. You have to eliminate the prerequisite amount of straw dummies that you have to cut in half. And now we face the final boss, Amakusa. He's got magical powers that were gleaned from this crystal. What was it called? No, it was the Palenque stone. And it is used to bring the evil god Ambrosia to our world. I thought Ambrosia was a pop group. Biggest part of me, how much I feel. I sometimes sing their songs for karaoke. I've got a new DJ at the place I go to. He can get you just about any song you could possibly ask for. He makes his own songs, so I gave him a nice big list. We'll see what he can do with it. And we're just gonna have me beat him. And this is kind of cool how the stage changes here. Gives it kind of an apocalyptic feel. End of the world, or the fate of the world is in your hands here. Yeah, even your special attacks, if you use both buttons on for the attack, that special attack will be stronger. I like how he like disappears for a second, like, oh, you killed me, and then he reappears like, ah, just kidding. And Joshiro, we will get to see his ending. And here I get to put in my initials. There's some kind of English in the dialogue. Sometimes the dialogue just doesn't make any sense, even when it's, you know, in captions. I don't know how much or how popular kabuki still is to this day in Japan. Probably not terribly. You get some sort of ranking, and I don't know how to read that. I'm not very good at reading kanji to show how what kind of a grade you got for how you did. And then you see each character and credit for who their voice actor and who designed them were. That is Samurai Shodown, also known as Samurai Spirits. And there's the women fawning over Ukyo. I haven't heard the name Ukyo much in like games or Japanese media or whatever. When I did, it was a woman. There's a weapons-based fighter that you think is better, or a series that is better than this, that involves weapon fighting, it might be the Soul Blade or Soul Calibur series. That was very popular as well. That was the first game, I believe, that I bought for my Sony PlayStation. Was Soul, I think it was called Soul Blade for the home system and Soul Edge in like arcades. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. I bought that, like, I think, excuse me, I bought that one in, like, 1997, I think. Dang it. Had some chicken nugget crumbles stuck in my throat, I think. I'm going to show the every single ending for each character now in just a moment. Here, let me swallow some Coke. My throat is getting a little dry here. Excuse me. Yeah, that referee's name is Kuroko, and I thought generally that ko at the end of a name meant it was female, but I guess not always. You can get an alternate costume for each character, I believe, if you press the D button when selecting that character at the character select screen. There is a Team Galapagos division of SNK that works on some of their NEO GEO games, I guess. But yeah, let's. There's me with top score, and yeah, after the last fight, if you had a particularly fast finish against Amakusa, you might get a special bonus for being on the top 3 list of fastest time. But we will see the ending of each character that, other than Kuroko, or other than Kyoshiro, who I already beat the game with. Sometimes I'm able to show you all the endings. Sometimes they take too long, and I don't show them, or sometimes I don't have a MAME cheat that will allow me to quickly get all the endings. Hey, look who that is! It's my Shiranui from the Fatal Fury series. A couple of the characters in their endings will fight her. Something that I didn't mention and I forgot was in this game is that the character Jubei in this game mentions Jubei from Fatal Fury. He says, "I'm not that Jubei." Yes, some Fatal Fury references in this game. There's her and her animal friends, Nakaruru and her animal friends, wolves and bunnies. Yeah, once it says the end, then it just goes to showing all the other characters and who designed them and who their voice actor was. So we'll just skip that and go on to the next character's ending. Strangely, Hanzo decides he wants to end his life, and then his students arrive and they're like, no, teach us more. If you're wondering which character to choose, I would recommend Kyoshiro. A lot of other gamers probably would too. I used to think it would be kind of cool to to own weapons and learn how to use them. I have a handful of swords, but I never really learned how to draw them. Learned any katas and swinging them around or anything. Have a hard time committing to just about anything. I do have some nunchucks. I know some moves with them. I used to have a bow staff. There's his dog's puppies. His dog is named Poppy, and her puppies are called like Pappy. Other names that sound like that. But yeah, the second game is really awesome from what I remember, and I think it was released in 1994. So pretty soon we'll have a look at that one in the near future. You all have a nice Halloween. I believe I have to work that day. Yep. Even if I didn't have to work, I don't get trick-or-treaters. They just don't come around in this neighborhood. Kind of sad, but oh well. I'll still have a bowl of candy just in case. If I'm not working that day on a Halloween. And I'll play. There's Ukyo's admirers. What a hunk. Well, he's got his heart belongs to somebody else. Nice trick. Yeah, if I'm at the house for Halloween, I'll put scary movies on the TV and watch some old classics. I've got a bunch of scary movies on DVD. Evil Dead 2, Zombie, Dawn of the Dead, bunch of stuff. Now, Genon, this creepy green creature with the Freddy claws. His last name is Shiranui, but he's not related to my Shiranui. But he fights her here. And she kills him. Dies. Interesting ending. Now that looks like my Shiranui, but that might actually, maybe that's supposed to be like an ancestor of hers or something. I don't know for sure. There's Earthquake's cronies that bring him treasure. Damn, maybe I should hire those guys. Bring me some treasure, I can pay off my house. As it is, I'm only like 2 years away from paying it off. Really looking forward to that day. Here's Jubei's ending. I don't know how many Samurai Shodown games Amakusa features in. sorry if you didn't want to sit through all the endings. I just figured, well, since the cheat allows me to change into a different character just after or just before I have defeated Amakusa, I'll just do that and get an ending for each character. The character Tam Tam ends up having a sister that's in the second game, I believe, and her name is Cham Cham. And here he takes off his mask. Adios, dudes. I think we have just like one more character to see their ending. It mentions the god Quetzalcoatl, which was in a movie called Q. It was a giant monster. Not a bad movie, from what I remember. Kind of a comedy horror movie. It's Charlotte's ending. Never really thought much about fencing. Might be kind of interesting to take up. At any rate, that was game number 3 in our 20 from 1993 series, Samurai Shodown or Samurai Spirits, created by SNK for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet, the first in a long series of games. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 2. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.